Beautiful people, hi friends, welcome back to Notes by Nick, brought to you from my bedroom. If you're new, welcome here, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back, joining us on a new episode of Notes by Nick. Today we're going to talk about something, actually it's self-introductory. It doesn't need any fancy. It's about love. How do you do love? It's about love, right? It's about, you know, the woo woo, or the aww, or the so that's love. So we're going to talk about love. It's self-introductory. It is a topic that everybody will ask you about eventually somehow, even if they don't meet you at first. Like, even if they don't ask you in the first time they meet you, they'll eventually ask you,
are you dating? Are you dating? Are you single? If all your forms, are you married?
Love. Right? So I watched this really interesting video that was asking a question about love at first sight. I will share in my description box so you could go check it out. And then also shout out to Pastor Mike, Transformation Church. His relationship goals book just came out, and you know, he's pretty much into the whole relationship scene. So why not? You know, why not talk about love, right? What do I think of? And also, actually, my friend actually asked me about love. Do I believe in love at first sight in my get to know me questions, but I just didn't get to it, and I felt we may as well talk about love. Now, disclaimer, I am no expert on love. I'm not even going too deep into the love situation because everyone trying to figure out love, you know, it's a very separate, special topic. So I'm not an expert, neither am I a therapist or anything, but I'm just going to talk about surface stuff and things that I have noticed from these videos that I've watched and from opinions. So what do I define as love? So to be honest with you, on one angle, like, you know, of course, affection, passion, you know, saying I want to stick with this person through thick and thin. I want, you know, just be with the person through life. Buying food, taking, you know, caring for the person's welfare, you know, all this basic stuff, right? You know, I consider that those signs of love. They are signs of love. Just caring about somebody even before you, or caring about somebody just like you do. However, I also subscribe to, actually my primary subscription of love is the Christian way, which is 2 Corinthians 13. Yeah, I think I'm right. 2 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not boastful, love does not record wrongdoings, and all that stuff. I would also put that scripture in the description button. So that is my primary subscription of love, the definition of love. What are the types of love? So there are 4 types of love, which is, one is Storge, which is like empathy, bonding, and just being like, oh, like I understand where you're coming from, so I'm leaning towards you and making sure that you're okay. That is Storge, right? Then we also have the Philia, which is friendship bond, which is pretty much, you know, I'm your friend, I buy you food. And then we have Eros, which is romantic love. The kind where you want to smoosh somebody, you want to bring out the life out of their mouth. I'm just playing, but just that love where you have a relationship with somebody and then you get really deep and all that stuff. Cute. Then you also have agape, which is the unconditional love, and this is the love that God loves us with. Some people also say that is brotherly love, so it's just that love of loving other people like you love yourself. And so pretty much those are 4 different types of love. And so it takes me back to the definition of like what I think love is. Love can fall under different categories, and so your way of defining love can be tailored to the category that you're loving somebody with. So if it's love in terms of my friendships, and I'll say, you know, waking me up in the morning when I need to go to work on time, or doing all this basic stuff that friendships do. When it comes to Eros, which is the romantic type, there, you know, of course, touch and all those kind of things are important. So I remember when that was 2018. I remember writing a list of like what I wanted in a man, right? What I wanted in my future partner, and I had like a list of like 16 things. I remember vividly. And so basically I felt like a lot of people have, you know, mentality about lists. The sermon I'm even going to post on my description box actually talks about it, about your list, and you know why we write lists, and you know why we should or we shouldn't write lists or whatever. You go check the sermon out and figure out what it says about lists. A lot of women have things that they wish that their partners would have, and I think men also do have them, but I don't know if they're as like clear-cut as women are. But I remember having a list of what I wanted in a person, you know, and thankfully my current relationship is not far off from what I wrote. So I would rather say that God answered my prayers for this season, so thank God for that. But it turned out pretty okay, although it didn't come in like the package that I expect. Like, it's almost like you write a list out of the 16 things. The person doesn't have all 16, but it's like the tiniest thing that you would have felt that wasn't important may even be the package that the love comes in. So it's almost like at that point you're like, what do I do with this information? But you have to just pick and choose what matters the most to you eventually. So mine did come, thank God. The person had my current relationship has like, you know, more than 3/4 of what I expected. However, the one tiny thing that I would have thought was a huge big deal, it was not a big deal, became the package that it came in. So I ended up picking and choosing whatever I wanted. So yeah, do you guys have a list? Like, do you have a list of like what your person is meant to look like, or how the person is meant to come, or whatever? And I was going to talk about approaches. Like, how do you deal with corny approaches? Like, we're talking about love at first sight here. So somebody can come and say, from the first moment I saw you, or I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were the one. What's your response to that? I'm going to really like share this video. Like, the video I watched was too funny. How do you deal with corny approaches? Or do you still find, as a woman, do you still find yourself falling for corny things that you know that this is corny? Do you still find yourself actually still saying, oh, he was cute, like that was cute of him, so I'm going to give him a chance? Like, do you still find yourself like falling for those corny approaches? I mean, to be honest with you, I can be all hard and stuff like that, but sometimes those things be cute. They're like, come and love on me, darling. So apparently, I feel like from the video that I watched, the manner of approach actually does matter. So it depends on how the person comes at you, and it depends on your personality too. So I think it does matter. What do you think? Do you think manner of approach matters? Yeah, what are the deal breakers? What's someone that somebody would do? You just be like, no, thank you, not doing. Yeah, so what are deal breakers for you? And finally, do you actually believe in first sight? I personally don't believe in first sight. Okay, I don't believe in love at first sight because love is complicated, yo. Like, it is complicated, and it's not even about when challenges come and you're choosing to love someone and stay by them. It's not even about what you saw. It's not about what you're seeing. It's not about face. It's not even about chemistry. It's like, for me, when I watch all these like really sweet romantic movies, and maybe there are real problems, like maybe the bank is about to take our house, and then you start hugging and kissing. I'm like, is that going to solve the bank taking your house? So whether or not you have chemistry at first, or somebody looks good at first, for me, it doesn't promote love. For me, love is choosing to stay when you've seen the ugly. Not ugly, that not like domestic violence and stuff like that, or not ugly in that manner, not ugly that, you know, affects people or endangers other people's lives, but in the sense where it's like we've been through life together, and you know, this is strongly hinging on us. Like, that's when for me love manifests, you know, where you choose to stay and not record wrongdoing, when you're not boastful, when you're not prideful, and all that stuff. That's where your real character comes out, which is the kindness, patience, blah, you know, boastfulness, pride, blah blah blah. So for me, when I see an individual, it's not love. I may admire you, you're handsome and everything, you cute, we probably have chemistry, a plus too, but is it love at that first sight? No, because when been through nothing to know how our innate ways of showing love, you know, is. But you know, so for me, I don't believe in love at first sight. Some people are like, yeah, you know, once I saw him, I knew he was the one. Do you even believe in the one? I mean, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you do believe in love at first sight. Let me know what is like a corny deal breaker that you're never going to, you know, accept, you know, during your toasting period. Like, what's someone can say, what's something that someone can say to you that would just be like, no, you're not the one, bye boy. Yeah, so basically let me know in the comment section. Please engage. Don't forget to like the video if you do like it. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification button, guys, so you know whenever content falls on my profile, on my channel. Then share with your friends. I'm still trying to get across this whole YouTuber slogan. Like the video, comment, don't forget to press the subscribe button, share with your friends, and engage. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and yeah, enjoy. Peace.